Give me 1 second here. I am live, but I'm just posting this to a few places. Give me 1 second here. I am live, but I'm just posting this to a few places. Give me 1 second here. I am live. Echo. All right, everybody. Hi, it's the Techno Sapien Geek here, Tom. Yeah, it is. What is the date today? It's June 1st, actually. It's Sunday, June 1st. It's around. I don't have anything with me right now. I apologize. This is a little jibbled, whatever. 6:53 here Atlantic time. It's kind of a weird day today. I got a lot going on in my own personal life. And then only to realize that in a diehard pro wrestling fan, one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, and I've been noticing a lot lately with WWE. I'm a huge wrestling fan. If you know me well enough, you know how big of a wrestling fan I am. I'm going to take a sip. Carb water. There's been a lot stupid going on recently with WWE. The exorbitant increase in ticket prices, which nobody can afford to go to events now, like hundreds of thousands, whatever. It's like tens of thousands of dollars for ringside. It's like, no, that's only for the rich. Yeah, you lower that price, please, so the normal people can afford it. It's about shareholders and greed. Well, up yours, TKO. And I blame it TKO because they're really changing it for non-wrestling fans now. They don't know anything about wrestling. Having Mania in the same city over and over and over again now. It's going to be repeatedly in wrestling should be in a different city every year at WrestleMania. It's just always been tradition. Keep tradition alive. But no, it's about the greed factor. How much money we can get. Up yours, TKO. You don't know wrestling. You're bringing in, let's hire a bunch of social media people that don't know how to wrestle. Like, was it Travis Scott? That was the dumbest thing they've ever done. That guy still deserves a receipt right upside his head. I'm sorry, he does. So, and I believe he should get it. But no, they're protecting him. Logan Paul, which, yes, he's good in the ring, but he's never paid his dues and he's getting title shots. And it's pathetic. It's an against. And is he talented? Yes. But I don't want to see a guy like that there when there's guys like Karrion Kross, who has got over so hard. And he's one of the most over guys. I've been a fan of his for years. And is he being pushed? No. He's not even on TV. Yet he's some of the top selling merch. And I could go on. But today's biggest one, as you see on the screen right here, I'm shocked at this right now. Ron Killings, R-Truth. I'm just going to read it. This was this morning. And I read it, and I thought it was a big joke. It turns out it's not a joke. In his words, I'm sorry to inform you all, I just got released from WWE. I want to thank you, WWE, for the ride, but mostly I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. I was one of them for years. Thank you for all the love, support, and appreciation you have given me for over the years. Thank you. And R-Truth, Ron Killings, thank you. I've been a fan of his for years. We're talking like the NWA world title run. Remember his promos with Ricky Steamboat, to some of the amazing stuff, the matches he had. K-Quick, anybody remember that? I'm like, who's this no guy? Oh, he's talented, you know. And then again, going back to NWA, and they actually talk about it more so in that documentary, which I loved. I've watched it twice now. I've been a fan of this guy for years. He's so talented, and only to realize he has given back his entire everything into this industry. And I would have said, oh, maybe he just wants out. But then they realized they released Carlito later today. Carlito, who won a championship just today or yesterday. And now they released him too. And he's been a good hand in WWE with the Judgment Day and his quick run. But Ron Killings was one of the biggest shocks I've ever witnessed in this industry. I thought he was a lifer in WWE. I'm going to say this, and I've said it again. Why are you letting a guy like that go? But we're not. I just don't get it. I'm confused. I'm truly confused right now. So I'm really baffled. Give me a sec here. I'm managing multiple things at once. Where did that just go? That just disappeared. Anyway, yeah, this baffled me. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to say right now, TKO doesn't know how to run wrestling. They don't. And let's go on. There's some people that had some tweets about this today. Bear with me 1 second here. There we go. Okay, we have Rhea Ripley. In all seriousness, this is literally so heartbreaking. Thank you, Truth. Uh, Chelsea Green. This just reading this one. Walked so I could run. Funniest man in wrestling. I can't wait to see what you do next. She is so underrated, Chelsea. I'm a huge Chelsea fan, have been for years, and just exactly. Ron Killings is doing comedy for years. For somebody like a Chelsea Green to come in and do the comedy, which is amazing. This one hit me. I'm a big, if anybody knows me, I'm a diehard Kevin Owens fan, from Kevin Steen to Kevin Owens to you name it. I've said it many times that there are few people in this industry for whom I have unlimited respect, love, and admiration for. At Ron Truth, this is at the very top of the list. An incredible, timeless performer with unmatched ability to entertain, bring smiles to anyone he encountered, be it the fans, for every single person lucky enough to have had the privilege to work alongside him. His kindness, humility, and infectious good nature make him one of the most beloved people I've met in this industry, and the void that his absence will leave in our locker room is immeasurable. I love you, dude. I'm getting a little choked up here. This is emotionally getting me. uh, Big E with another guy who has one of the biggest hearts in this industry. Noah made me laugh backstage more than Ron. I've known this man for 13 years. He treated me like a brother from the very first day. Never saw him in a bad mood. A man who spoke kindness and joy every chance he could. And this is an emotional one because those two have history, a huge, huge history. That is Ron Killings and, of course, The Miz. Forming Awesome Truth with you was one of the best runs of my career. Sorry, I'm actually starting to cry. No, it made me laugh harder than your energy, heart, and smile lit up every room and every arena. You're not one of a kind. You're one in a lifetime. Thank you, our truth. Keep shining. Sorry. Just give me a sec here. Why am I getting emotional? I've never met. I'd like to meet him. He's the kind of guy you could probably sit and talk with. But it's just emotional. Okay, Natty. You are a class act, Ron Killings. You were amazing to me since day one when I met you doing my first independent wrestling show in the US last week. I loved seeing you, how excited you were for the championship match against John Cena. You remind everyone around the world to never lose that childhood wonder. I'm so proud to call you a friend for life. And just Jimmy Fatu. No effing yeet. This is one of the last times he's ever going to be on TV, and a segment that's just this was awesome. I'm getting wow. I've just been entertained for so many years, and this was amazing. Ron Cena. This is like entertainment wise, you can. This is what pro wrestling is. He was a quintessential one of the greatest. And not the fact that the man is actually brilliant in the ring. He actually is very talented in the ring. And actually, he's in his 50s. And people say that's why. No. He's like ageless. And his ability in the ring, he can still wrestle good matches. He's like, some people said he's a vampire. He's like, he can't age. Great rapper. I mean, independent artist too. He's been doing this even before he's a wrestler. He's a rapper trying to make it in the industry, and he has albums out there. He does his own tracks. Like, his theme song is his song. So this man has talent. Yeah, sorry, I get stuff here. This man has so much talent. Can sing, can dance, can come to the ring and make you feel. He can make you feel. That's something I find is lacking today's wrestling. Ron Killings, our truth, whatever you want to call him, he can make you feel in that ring. Like, legit, you will feel happy. You'll laugh. You can feel sad. You're like, he makes you have emotion. Something that's missing in this industry, and it's just, there's one last one I wanted to share here. Give me a second to see if I can get it. Okay, I don't seem to be able to find it, but give me 1 second here. Anyway, sorry, I'm highly emotional right now. Here it is. I should have it here. Okay, it was a different image, but that's the one right there we have going on. Let's see if we can change it up. Again, I bear with here. There we go. That's classic Ron Killings. I mean, rapper, wrestler, performer, perfect right there. Like that 24/7 title. Nobody wanted that thing. That was dumb as hell. But when Ron Killings had it, he made it entertaining. He made you interested in a belt. A belt usually makes a person. He made that belt. Nobody cared about that. It was just a joke belt, but it suited him. He was so good. I think he should have had a world title run. Really, he should have beat John Cena. Just surprising, shocked the world. Go up a quick run. He could have lost it the day after. On Raw. Cena could have come out, beat him for it, win it back on Raw. He should have gotten at least one day worth of it. I believe he should have. That would have made sense. That would have been awesome. This guy is a talented wrestler, ex NWA champion. People forget about that when he was in TNA. That was the TNA NWA title. So I think it was who was it he beat? Was it Ken Shamrock? It might have been, but such an underrated guy. This is a shock to me. This is a shock to the industry. Anybody in the industry of pro wrestling, I don't get it. I don't. I'm still. I'm emotional. I don't like it emotional, but when it comes to wrestling, and it's not like he's dead. Hopefully he goes on to have an amazing career of whatever he decides to do. Will he stay in wrestling, or we get into? He's working on albums. I know that. Last I've heard, he's got a new album and he's working on some new music. I think it was country actually or something. I don't know if he's joking about that. I follow his stuff online. I always used to like his comedy tweets and his comedy videos he'd leave. I always love those. He's so funny. And I'm getting emotional. It's just some people can impact you. And Ron Killings was just it is so talented. And this just goes to show, and I'm not downing on the people within the company, but the higher ups, the people that don't know how to run wrestling. They're ruining wrestling. WWE is not going in a good direction right now. You're too much social media BS, bringing in football players to have matches and social media people having matches and stuff. Yet Karrion Kross isn't on television. Ron Truth has rarely been on television. Yes, he had that match, but you're letting him go. Like, I can understand if he wants to do music, but you should still give him time. I'd say give him a quick title run or whatever. And it's just you're not booking proper anymore. You're booking a bunch of stuff nobody wants to see. Have overpriced ticket prices. I find now WWE is really going to be hindered because of all this. This is not good. This does not look good. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. This has me baffled. This has me taking it back. I'm really taking it back. So, whoa, that face. Wow, why is that blurry? I don't know. It's like focusing on that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to just share. That was just really breaking to me and heartbreaking. I think we as wrestling fans are just a little baffled today by that. I don't know. The direction of WWE has me very confused. So stay tuned for what's going on. I don't know, and I usually don't do videos like this, but this one hit me hard. I've been a Ron Killings fan for years, and I figured he had a job for life. But the fact that he was let go, and I guess this has a lot of people backstage worried that nobody's job is secure now because he was the man. He was like, I'm not talking the man, the title. He was the guy backstage that, okay, he's got a job for life. And now they're not going to re-sign him. He wasn't fired, but they're not renewing his contract. Same with Carlito. He's not going to be renewed. So I don't know. I don't know what WWE is doing. And I blame TKO more than WWE, but this is stupid. This is ridiculous. These are the people you need to be keeping. You need to be getting rid of people like Travis Scott. Yes, Logan Paul. I don't care how talented he is. No, nobody wants to see social media people there. They never had their due. They didn't pay their dues. They didn't work hard to get where they're at. And that's what you should be doing in the industry. Hard work. Karrion Kross should be on Raw on a weekly basis. Ron Killings should have been more on television on a weekly basis. So I don't know. This has me baffled. Anyway, I just had to share this, everybody. That's all. I'm gonna head out now. I just wanted to share this because this one baffled me. This really baffled me. And I don't know. TKO doesn't seem to know how to run wrestling. They really don't know how to do wrestling. This is proof right here. They have not a clue what the hell they're doing right now. And I'm scared of where they're going to end up because after this, where can we go from there? Like, more social media people, more sports people, more TV people, less actual hardworking wrestlers. I don't know. Some of the most recent cuts, it's getting a little confusing. And yeah, I guess, like I said, some of the backstage talent after this, especially, are now getting scared because they're like, where are we going? What's the direction of this company? It's not wrestling related, it seems. And it's not for the average fan, it seems, as well. So, all right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. Peace. And Ron Kellings, I know he's not going to watch this, but thank you. I'm bad at this because I'm really going to start crying. Why am I crying? Because I'm passionate about wrestling, and especially when people entertain me and give me great entertainment and escape for my life, for my messed up life and poor, blah blah blah. Thank you. You're especially have one of the guys that I've enjoyed for years and have always brought a smile, a laugh, and just a hope. Sometimes that I would have loved to see you as world champ at least once. But whatever you do, you're going to succeed at anyway because you know the man can work hard and he's going to land on his feet no matter what. But as for WWE, I'm very disappointed in you in this one. So, all right, peace.